All right, you guys ready to go?
We're ready.
You excited?
Very.
Good to see you.
Awesome.
Good to see you.
You look good. You look fresh. You look rested. You do your homework?
We did, yeah.
You studied?
We studied last
You
night.
feel good. Rock and roll.
You got a lot of information, a lot of foundational stuff. Let's get into actual implementation and go to the next step today.
Rock and roll.
Sounds
man.
good.
Awesome. Welcome back. You're watching us here with us, so welcome to our room. Another day, another awesomeness. So we're going to get into this today. You guys, we're going to talk about, how everything comes together today, right?
Okay.
You heard the term people say, show me the money, right? I'm learning all this stuff, but show me the money. How does this come together? How will this help me? How will, what do we need to do? How does this actually going to make me money? And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today.
100% in every single way.
Right.
Day 3 kicks off something real exciting. Okay, listen. This first step in day 3 is going to have a very simple and specific strategic outcome, like every other day really has began this process. Number 1, the first thing you've got to get in gear on is to make sure you have a very clear understanding across the board about how to create a very strategic and winning campaign that gets your results super, super fast. Now, there's a lot of great ideas, a lot of great programs, there's all kinds of things in the online space, but what you really need is something that gets you results now, because the whole bottom line is we've got to make sure they get to that breakthrough, that number they want, and that's going to give you a program that makes sense, and we're going to establish that process. Number 2, we're going to make sure we establish a product. Now, the product that we're going to engage is something that's unique, it's different. Remember we talked about a hybrid model? We talked about different kinds of programs yesterday that were successful and some made you a lot, and there's some golden nuggets. Well, we're going to establish today a product that will be the golden nugget for you. One is the pinnacle of great opportunities. That's number 2. Yep. Number 3, we're going to basically get the tools you need to get a very specific and strategic implementation. Because to build all this little wonderful house, to build the cake, to build the airplane, to build all the house, all the things we've talked about, all the metaphors, you need specific tools. So we're going to give you the cake batter. We're going to give you the flour. We're going to give you the oil. We're going to set the oven. Today we get specific step by step by step to make sure you've got everything you need to get 100% successful across the board. Now, every campaign has a lot of ideas, right? And putting together the right campaign takes a lot of ideas. So listen, I built campaigns and .coms for years, and some of them took me years to create. But every once in a while, you find a solution that generates big, massive revenue, So we want to establish what we call the quickest ways to profit, because you don't care about all the other stuff, all the other programs. You want the simple way. Okay, there's a few ways to get into the quickest ways of profit. I'm going to outline them to you one by one by one. Number 1, you can actually go ahead and, be a vendor of a particular product. You can create your own products. You can sell your own products. I've done that a lot, and it takes a long time. It makes great money, but my friends, it takes a long time to get you to market, but it's not the quickest way to profit. Number 2, you can do like drop shipping stuff, like, sell stuff on eBay online, sell stuff on Amazon, engage different things like that. You can make a website and go to a company and say, ship my stuff out for me, not carry inventory. All those things make sense. All those things are great online marketing programs, and a lot of people make a lot of money from them. But it's not the real quickest way to profit. If you don't know anything about the online space, you sit there and you say to yourself, I got to find a way to make money now. I got to pay the mortgage. I got to pay the rent. You need instant breakthrough. You need real change. The lowest denominator, the lowest hanging fruit is number 3, affiliate marketing. Literally, you're selling someone else's product. We went into detail yesterday and let you guys all know what affiliate marketing was and all the details around it with all that wonderful information. Well, you're going to become an affiliate. Affiliate marketing is literally selling somebody else's product. Honestly, you don't got to inventory anything. You don't have to stock anything. You don't have to worry about merchant accounts and credit cards and corporate structures and all the stuff that goes into building some business. It's basically press a button, turn a key, and receive a check. And Vic has been doing online marketing for a long, long time. And he's been living and breathing, my friends, in the affiliate space. And frankly, Vic, I don't know anybody. I've done a lot in 20 years in the .com space, and I've kind of gone the old way, because back 20 years ago, we didn't really have the affiliate world outlined the way it is today. We had to go build something to create it. But Vic here opened up a door as he came in 10 years behind me, and he just literally fell right into the affiliate world. You did an amazing job job and you produce crazy revenues just selling somebody else's product. And you know what? Listening to what he's got to say makes all the sense in the world.
Right, so this is literally the lowest hanging fruit, you guys, and this is going to get you in profit fast if you do it right. Mm-hmm. You know, there's a lot of affiliate marketing is a huge space. You know, you're basically selling somebody else's product, like Jason already said. The cool thing about that is we don't have to worry about customer support. We don't have to worry about fulfillment of the product, processing, merchants, all that stuff, right? None of that stuff. The only thing we do is we promote it for a commission. We get commission. Let me just give you, again, day one, you know, I gave you a little bit of a preview of what's possible here, right? This is the kind of stuff that's possible. You know, this is me going back, you know, a couple years ago, and I do it today, you know, but this is just to give you an idea of what's possible. Now, there's a big caveat here, right? I mean, I was generally, as you can see, there's $16,000, $70,000 per week selling somebody else's product. Most people can't do this, right? And the reason why is because there is different levels of marketing, is what I call it, right? There's different levels that affiliates are engaging in. Mm-hmm. And you, my friend, watching this right now, you also want to make sure you start paying, you know, if you weren't, you know, if you're like on Facebook, listen, close it out right now, just be with us here. I will teach you something that will shift your paradigm as a marketer, right? It's very, very, very important. If you get this, when you guys understand this, of course, when I walk you through this, you know, step-by-step process, we're going to take you by the hand and lead you through this. But it's very important for you to grasp the concept and really understand it for yourself. Same thing with you. You want to understand this. If you don't understand this, you will suffer. Your results will suffer. 90, you know, statistical numbers are like 96, 97% of people, affiliates, they're not making any money. The reason for that is because they don't know how to do it right. Let me show it to you. I will demonstrate it to you in a way that you will understand, and it's going to make sense, right? So there is what I call there's 3 levels of marketing, okay? Level number 1, let me get me my little marker over here, okay? The first way of marketing is something I call the amateur, okay? Now, there's a lot of people in this space, they are playing this game. Mm-hmm. I was playing that game. When I got started in the online space, it was 2005, right? And I had no clue about marketing. I did not know anything about what, you know, the Jason talked to about all these terms of marketing. That was foreign to me. I had no idea. And so I started out promoting a direct sales company. If you're promoting right now a direct sales company, if you're an affiliate of somebody else, right? Maybe if you're building a network marketing company, you want to make sure you pay very close attention. Let me tell you how I started. Okay, and it's going to be very, very beneficial for you. So, amateur model goes something like this. Here you have a product, okay, and you're selling this product, and hopefully, you know, when you make a sale, we'll consider this an affiliate model, okay, because that's how I started. I was promoting somebody else's product. Somebody said, you know what, promote this product right here, and you'll make money, okay? So, you know, theoretically, right, you should make money. And what they told me is this. The company I was promoting, they said, you know what, all you have to do, Vic, this is super, super simple. All you have to do is we give you this website. It's got your little affiliate link over here, coded to you, right? And let me erase this little line here, make sure this is perfect. So this little line right here, this is my affiliate, my replicated affiliate link for this product. Mm-hmm. Okay, pretty typical stuff in this space. And they just said, you know what, just get visitors, people to see this link, and they click on your affiliate link, and they will buy, and you'll make money. Pretty simple. Makes sense, right? A lot of people get excited about it. I got super excited about it. I'm like, this is like the easiest thing in the world. All I need to do is get people to see my link, and I'll be rich, right? And I started doing that. And what I didn't tell you guys is when I got started, I did not have money. So the opportunity that I had to buy into, I think it was like $7,000. And I didn't have the money. We didn't have credit cards, so I had to borrow the money from somebody else, and I borrowed a lot of money. Invested tons of money into traffic. In fact, I think I borrowed $30,000 and invested $20,000 of it in generating traffic. I went crazy. I went Google, pay-per-click, and this, had no idea what I was doing. And we set aside $10,000 and quit my job at that time because I was so fired up, this is going to work. And I did that, and we got to the point where I literally invested $20,000 in traffic and made no sales, not a single sale. It's, you know, and I don't know if you've ever been in that situation. I don't know if you've ever been in that situation. You literally don't know what you're going to do, right? You like, do I pursue my dream, continue, and I have a little bit of money left here. I quit my job. You know, maybe it wasn't as smart, right? But everything happens for the better, right? Is my mindset. And so what happened was at that time, I didn't count the hours, you guys. I was so committed to making it happen. I was fortunate. I'm not nobody special. I was just fortunate enough to have the right mentor come into my business at the right time, and I was just smart enough to listen to them, right? Here's the situation. A lot of people, you're watching right now, if you are engaged in this model, let me tell you what happens. The reason I didn't make money is because in the company that I was promoting at that time, they had like 20 or 30,000 affiliates just like me promoting the very same link. There's absolutely no difference, right? And so everybody's driving traffic to this link, and my results are very, very bad, right? I was like this. I was like, why am I not making money? Well, no kidding, because I would go to, check it out, I would go to this traffic source, right? This traffic source, and we'll talk about traffic. It's really, really easy to get traffic, right? But I would go to these different traffic sources, and I would promote, I would say to this traffic reseller, for example, right? I would say, hey, send traffic to my link over here. And he would say, you know what, I already had this link promoted like 5 times to my list. I'm not going to promote it. And it hit me. I'm like, whoa. There's something going on over here. So it's a lot of people in this space, they're going to these click resellers, and we'll talk about traffic. That's not, it's a topic for another day, but just a little pre-frame for you. This is a recipe for disaster, my friend. Okay, if you're doing this, you want to stop it right now. This is not how you make money here. 99% of people in our space, that's what they're doing. Okay, you want to do something what I call a pro model, and this is, I'm just going to separate it like this. Look at that fine line. All right, so I'm going to separate it like this, okay? Model number 2 is a pro, okay? It's what I call a professional model. This is what I learned when I had the right mentor come into my business. He says, Vic, the reason you're failing is because you're doing what everybody else is doing in that company, okay? If you're promoting a company right now, my friend, watch me closely, and if there is other people promoting the same thing that you're promoting, let me ask you, how are you different? Why would somebody buy from you versus 10,000 other affiliates? How, you guys getting this? Mm-hmm. Right? You've got to stand out. The last thing you ever want to be known for or as just another affiliate, as just another promoter, as just another somebody who's doing the same thing. Okay? Here's what the professional model looks like. We have similar concepts. So we have a product. Okay? This doesn't change. Now, what I did is I did something a little bit different. Instead of, this is my traffic, okay? Same traffic, same company. As a matter of fact, this same company, I didn't change companies, the product didn't change, traffic didn't change, okay? But here's what I started to do. I said, you know what? I'm going to create my little world over here, which is, amateurs don't do that, okay? This is what I learned, and I started to perfect that early on. And that's, the numbers I showed you, a minute ago on that screen. Mm-hmm. It's a result of what I created here. Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying? So let me show you what I did. I said, you know what? Everybody's promoting this product. I need to stand out. How am I going to stand out? Well, I'm going to create something called an email opt-in landing page, okay? This is where I'm going to, and this is what I've been taught this. See, I was just a good student. That's what I'm telling you guys. If you just follow and model what we're going to teach you here, if you have been failing, if you failed 314 times, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter because your future can change starting today, right? And so I was doing that and making no money. And then I started to do this, and I started to make money. So very, very important in business is for you to build your asset for your business. If you're engaging this model, you're not collecting leads. You're just sending traffic to the sales page. On average, if this sales page converts really good, you will get about 1.5 or 2% of people buying, maybe, right? If the competition is not that bad. Now, what happens to the 98% or 99% of other people? You just wasted them, right? Mm-hmm. And you never captured their information, right? This way, I want to do something called, I want to build my list, okay? My list. Very, very, very important. This is your business asset, okay? Super important. Then, what I do is I send them to what I call a system. Remember we talked about, and we're going to talk about it today as well, there is a product, but the product needs to have an engine, okay, for it. And I call this the engine, and I'm going to explain it to you here in a minute. But this is my system. This is my internal system that's custom, okay? And I send that visitor to my system. We're going to create this system, and the systems that I've created for myself, we're going to do it together. Okay, that's why I'm confident that you guys will make it. You will make it, provided you follow the instructions and you just walk with us here, right? We're going to recreate the same systems that I created previously that works really, really well. The reason I want to do this is because, see, most people think that this is their business here, okay? They think that their product is their business. Oh my goodness, I'm attached to this company, I'm promoting this, I'm building this network marketing company, I'm selling this affiliate product, and this is my world, this is my business. It's not your business. Your business is right here, my friends, okay? Okay, this is your business. This is my world. This is the most important thing that I can do in my business, is to engineer this properly. To the extent that I engineer this, how good I create this right here is going to dictate how much results I will get, okay? And then I send them here, okay? Now, what happens here, and this is what we're going to create starting today and then over the next couple of days, before we start sending traffic to the product, is somebody goes and they opt into my list, I indoctrinate them, right? Get close to them, bond with them, right? Get them to resonate with me. This is where I stand out myself as a marketer. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to you too? Right? And then I send them to this product. Now, this product is irrelevant. This can be anything. As long as I believe in something, we'll talk about this product. Another thing that happens here is when I send traffic to a landing page, I will capture at least, 30, 40, in some cases 70% of these people will opt in, and I don't really care if they buy or not. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking to capture my list, because guess what? If they don't buy this product, I will send them to this product, okay? And there's going to be multiple products I can send them to, but I'm going to send them from my list. So I'm not paying for this anymore. See what I'm saying? So it creates tremendous leverage, and it opens up opportunities for me to, cross-sell different things and different products, promote different products that's relevant, at the same time without having to spend a lot of money doing that. Make sense? So what we're going to do is we are going to create this system today. There's another model that I call authoritative. Okay? And this is huge, you guys, okay? This is huge. There is not much difference, okay? There is not much difference between the pro and authoritative. The authoritative model, the only difference here is you own what you promote. Let me tell you how significant that is. There is something called, I like to refer to as moral authority, okay? If I'm promoting a product, this product right here, and I created this world, this system, this engine that's going to drive the sales of these products, if I own this product, right, I have something I call moral authority. And if I know this product is good, and we'll talk about picking the product and what I'm looking for in the product here in a second, but if I believe in what I'm promoting, and I can look you in the eye, Mark, and I can say, you know what, get this because it's going to help you. I can look you in the eye and I can say, get whatever I'm telling you because it's going to help you, right? If I have that moral authority, if I own the product, I become authoritative. There's a lot of marketers, a lot of professional marketers, right, who understand this, and they're like just going for the quick buck. But it's okay, they can make a quick buck here and there, but you'll never be authoritative until you know exactly what you're promoting, okay? And so what we're going to do is, I'm not going to go into too much details here because we're actually going to build this together, and as we're building this, you guys will understand the process more and more. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. It does.
Okay? Does that make sense to you too? Cool? All right, so this is what I call the 3 levels of marketing. At the very, very least, okay, you want to be professional level. What we're going to do here is we're going to engage authoritative model because we want to get you guys fastest results, biggest results we can possibly get you. Does that make sense? Same thing with you, my friend. So we're going to engage model number 3. Now, let's go ahead and move on. And Jason, you probably can pitch in on this because you've been doing this for a long, long, long time.
More than a few minutes.
Yes, sir. So ingredients of an effective campaign, right? What do you need to have?
The greatest way to put this into the reality of what the real campaign looks like is, I kind of liken the best analogy to a car. And I love cars. I'm a car nut in every single way, and everyone drives one or looks at one, what have you, but I love the passion behind a car. And finding the right car, is lots of fun. You could dig through the old classics and everything else, but I love old cars. But the best analogy is finding the right car just for you. Now, The right car is like the right product in every single way. Listen, I love classic cars. I got a 1962 Chrysler 300 convertible. It's only 1,800 ever made, and it's the coolest thing in the whole wide world. That product is unique, it's different, and it's not seen anywhere around the world, and it will always be valuable. Your product has to have the same kind of an appeal, something that's always going to be unique, different, and stand out amongst the crowd. So your vehicle that you're going to run with, this whole process that we've got engagement to become the real authority in your game, is to find the right product that is beyond reproach, the best thing around. And that's your number one. That's your vehicle. Well, a good vehicle, no matter how great that vehicle is, no matter how beautiful that car is, that vehicle, no matter how valuable it is, no matter what it was, it will do nothing but sit there like a ton of bricks in a great big giant huge block of metal.
Yes, it will.
It won't do a thing
No.
unless it's got an engine, my friend.
Yes, sir.
The engine is the next thing you've got to have in your campaign. It is a strategic funnel. It's your selling system. It's the why for why we do things. It's the who said of the greatest magnitude. It's the thing that makes it good. That Chrysler mark means nothing without that 4-barrel carburetor and the 383 engine and the big V8 and the whole big thing from Detroit. That's the cool thing. But without that, it means nothing. I mean, you take that engine out of that car, you just push it down the road and it stops. The same thing with your products, my friend. Your product will go nowhere. You'll make no money in the industry without a good selling system. But that, of course, is always good. You got to have this really cool car, which is a really cool engine. But you know something? What happens if you put maple syrup in the car? It's not going to go anywhere. It's like a really bad idea, and it would really be bad for the engine. But every single system, every single product also needs the fuel that gives you the power to go someplace. And fuel we refer to is traffic. Having the right traffic, the right kind of fuel. I can tell you one thing. My 62 Chrysler will perform better on a certain type of an octane than it will on just regular 87 octane. The higher the octane, the more that vehicle is going to perform, and it will go past over 50 years that vehicle's been around, and it will be a collector's item as it already is. Your product, your institution, your family, the money you're making, what you're building right now, my friend, we've got to find you that product, and we've got that for you. We've got to engage that funnel, that system, and we've got to put the right traffic, the right fuel into that flow. Now, of course, all that's great. Now you've got this great car. It goes beyond that one. Now you need something to make sure that thing's always tuned up. It's always working the right way. It's always engaging. It's always firing on all 12 cylinders. And that, of course, is an email automated system. Frankly, listen, no matter how great that car is, how great your system, your products are, having an email automation program keeps things in gear. It keeps people up to date. It keeps them in motion to this program and this campaign that we're running. It always perpetuates opportunity. And the last thing you've got to have for an effective campaign is literally the ability to open up the door to leverage cross-selling opportunities. Think about it. We talked about earlier, one of the golden nuggets in the very best campaign, my friend, was to have a hybrid campaign. The ability to get paid on the front and on the back, and to cross-sell one product into another. All these things come together. If somebody's interested in campaign number one, but they don't buy it, with this professional program, this authoritative program, what happens if they did not want those green pair of shoes from yesterday? They wanted a different pair of shoes from somebody else? You can move them to the right. You can move them to the left. You now have your asset and gear. So building your campaign is 100% associated with building your future. Every campaign you run is an asset. Every member of your list is an asset. You cultivate them and you love them like you would your children because they are that important in every single way. And your revenue, to get your breakthrough, to get that cash and gear, has got to follow this very strategic program, this very effective process across the world. Now, products. Let's go into that a little bit, Vic, shall we?
Yep. I want to also point this out because this is important for a lot of marketers. You guys, you didn't do this much, and this is good, right? If you are doing marketing, so what happens? The big mistake that most marketers are doing, kind of like what I explained to you. Now you can kind of see the whole 5 ingredients of an effective campaign. Most people will take, again, traffic, straight to the vehicle, right, to the product, bypassing the selling system, bypassing the engine. And that is why a lot of people are failing. I want to make sure that you understand this. If you don't have these in order, right, you will suffer. So these are the minimum ingredients that we need to create,
To bake the cake.
To bake the cake, right? To create. If you want to engineer at 10,000 per month income, you've got to engage this, right? This model. So let's talk about the products, right?
Okay.
So what I'm looking for in a product. So when I go to affiliate networks, for example, right, and when I go to research companies, there are specific things I'm looking for a product to have. Number one is it must be something I believe in 100%. Okay, there's no ifs, buts, or it's got to be there. Okay, I want to have something called moral authority. I never, ever promote anything that I don't believe in. Okay, very important, my friend. You right now, here watching me, listen up. If you want to be successful long term, if you want to be authoritative, if you want to do things at the next level, never, ever promote anything just to make a buck. Listen, you can make a buck selling T-shirts on eBay, right? You can do that. But it's not going to be satisfying. You will never have that authority, okay? Very, very important. A product must be a mass appeal product, especially if you want to go and make a bunch of money quickly, right? So, for example, do you know anybody in the world who does not want to make an extra, $5,000, $10,000 a month?
I don't know anyone like that.
Right? Everybody wants to, everybody would welcome an opportunity to make more money, right?
Sure.
It's something called mass appeal market. Do you know anybody who wants to be, sick, fat, and tired all the time? No.
Nope.
Right? Everybody wants to be healthy, vibrant, and, look young and feel great, right? It's called a mass appeal product. Now, these are the products that I'm going after because I want to cast my net wide and I want to catch more people, right? I want to bring more people into my world. Same thing with you, my friend. If you're looking for a way to engineer to make a lot of money quickly, okay, that's important. There are some products, for example, some very, very tiny niches, how to, I don't even know, like how to make buttons for T-shirts or something. I'm just making stuff up here, right? But, I don't know many people in the world who are looking for information, like on how do you actually create that thing, right? You get the point. So I want to go for mass appeal products. The product must provide something I call massive transformational value. Let me give you an example. A very, very easy thing to understand is, look, I want to sell something and promote something that's going to change people's lives. Okay? It's massive transformation. Project Breakthrough, the product you're going through this Project Breakthrough, it will absolutely transform your life. It's got massive transformational value. Okay? A light bulb is a product. Okay? Does it have an MTV and a massive transformational value?
It doesn't.
No, it's a thing, right? So I can make money doing both, but I would rather do something that provides massive transformational value for people. Okay? The product must have great customer support, especially if I'm an affiliate. Why is this important? If I'm promoting somebody else's product, and I want to make sure that there's low refund rates, and I want to make sure that the product serves people in the best way possible. I want to make sure that the company has a great customer support, okay? Because I want to serve my customers. And then it must pay great commissions. If I have, apples to apples comparison, and product A is going to pay me, 5 cents for sale, and then product, B will pay me $50 or $500, which one am I going to promote? Right? Of course, makes sense.
Sure.
So it must, it goes kind of without saying there. And then finally, and this is contrary to popular belief. If you've been online for any period of time, people always talking about the next shiny thing, right? The next big thing. Get on a pre-launch. Get into this. Get on the ground floor opportunity. That's great. I'm a little different though. If I'm going to promote somebody else's product, I'm going to look for a product that has already huge competition, okay? A lot of people selling it. Why? Let me ask you this, Mark. Does it make sense for me to take my money, right, and drive traffic to a product that I don't know if it's going to convert or not?
It doesn't, and that made sense as soon as you said it. Kind of just clicked in my head.
Makes sense, right? See? So what I will do is understanding how to build that system around the product. Everybody's pushing that product, great. But if I know how to build a system before it, I just blow everybody out of the water, right? That's how I stepped into a network marketing industry and literally just crushed it, right? Literally first, couple weeks, is because I understood this concept. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to put all these ideas together, and we're actually going to go through them together, okay? So very, very important. Where do you find products, right? How do you find products? Jason, you want to talk about there's different...
Yeah, there's all kinds of networks. We talked about this a lot in day 2. We went deep into what an affiliate network was and what have you. There's all kinds of networks out there. finding the right network is a key to making sure you've got the right product in the age. And there's very few networks out there that have amazing, massive field products. One of the networks that's out there is ClickBank. And clickbank.com, you can go there and check it out and see all kind of wonderful things. Once again, you're going to follow the bouncing ball. Don't run over there tomorrow. There's also ClickSure. There's also Commission Junction. And there's also a program called Click Promise. And Click Promise opens up the door.
CJ.
There's CJ. The list goes on. I mean, we can roll about 4,000 slides up here and give you 40,000 more networks, because literally there are thousands and thousands and thousands. And listen, don't get sucked into all the different ones that are out there. The ones we like, of course, we're going to look at Click Promise. We're going to begin with today, because looking at all the networks and trying to find that one product, that one opportunity, we found that Click Promise had that one product, that one opportunity that we believe can give us the greatest, biggest push across the board. That's one of our tasks we're going to get engaged on. Click Promise does a couple of wonderful things. One, they're a network. Two, they do things like email management and list marketing, which we'll explain that to you later on in our trainings. But they're going to give us a little bit of what we need to help us get us traffic and help us pick the right campaign across the board.
It can literally become a one-stop shop for an affiliate. So we can pick a product there, we can manage our lists, which we'll talk more about that. It's very, very easy money, doing absolutely nothing. And we can also go there to get traffic. So everything kind of, it's like all in one kind of, network.
Yeah, and all the networks we've got out there that we're looking at, none of them do all that. Every other network is either A, you can find campaigns and find offers, which is great, or that's it. It's not, there's no even or there's something different. Click Promise is probably, I think, the only company that I know of that is both an affiliate network on one side and a traffic source on the other side, which is going to be important to you, and another revenue opportunity, which we'll explain to you on the road, on the other side. So Click Promise kind of gives us everything we want, and it helps you get massive traction today, which is what we want to get in gear on.
Yeah. So don't. Of course, we're going to walk you guys through for for you, my friend, watching us right now. Don't get overwhelmed with all these. Where do I go? You go to ClickBank. There's 20,000 products you can promote. A lot of them are just garbage. For lack of a better word, you guys just garbage stuff right there. I remember, Jason. 10 years ago, 8 years ago, there were a lot more better products.
Yeah.
Now everybody's going a lot. Now, so when I say everybody, but most marketers out there, most vendors, they're just going after a quick buck.
Yeah.
They're just putting something together just to make a quick buck. Refund rates are through the roof, 50% more, north of 50%. It's crazy.
It's a quantity game, not a quality game now these days. So you can go online to a network, and you'll see this when you go into some of those we listed, down the road, not today, but you'll see like, okay, I want this kind of an offer, and I've gone through the process that Vic and Jason outlined, and you'll see 50 campaigns, all looking almost identical across the board, and you have no idea whether one's going to perform or not perform. And here's the real ticket when picking the campaign and making sure you've got the right product. Well, a lot of times, my friends, in the affiliate game, networks prey on affiliates. And how do they do so? They make you guinea pigs, because you're going to go out and get traffic, right? And they don't know if the campaign's going to perform. That's why we like Click Promise, and I'll tell you why. If they don't know the campaign's going to perform, but they'll put it on their network and give you a payout, what would you do? Can you imagine what it would be like if somebody told you to promote their campaign and said, please go ahead and do this one? You went out and you spent $100 on Facebook or something of that nature, or began promoting that link, and you got your run, and you're building your list, but at the end of building your list, the campaign doesn't convert. That's your drop off. There's your challenge, because what you don't want to have happen is to have somebody come to your funnel, engage your engine, put your system together in your professional authoritative solution, and you'll gauge the opportunity to get the data. So you've got your list, you're building that opportunity, and we'll discuss that in detail, how that impacts your world. But you've got that data, but then they don't buy anything. So all you're doing is spending money to get data, but you've got no return. Well, affiliate networks, a lot of times, they just simply say, here's 400 offers or 200 offers, and go run them, and we'll see if you do good or not. They don't give you any gauge. That's a problem. And that's one thing we like about Click Promise is Click Promise, what they do is they've got a traffic source, and I'll explain it to you in detail when we get into traffic, but they've got the ability to drive traffic, and they're a network. So what they do is they get their programs, and they start driving traffic to offers on their network, finding out what performs and what converts. And then they come back and they say, hey, affiliates, don't waste your money here, just run these. So they have a smaller list of offers. There's not 10,000 offers which are out there. It's a smaller, more strategic opportunity. And this is all about literally laser targeting revenue opportunities. I mean, this is like taking the Hindenburg, right, great big blimp, and then throwing a dart at it. And hoping the air comes out and it comes down. But in essence, all we're doing is taking a Hindenburg and popping them together. You can't miss. It's like like hunting for fish in a barrel with a shotgun. You can't miss. And that's exactly the kind of programs we want to work on as affiliates. We don't want to run campaigns that aren't going to convert.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, absolutely. Does that make sense, you guys?
It does.
Yeah, makes sense to you too? All right, we're good to go? All right, let's talk about the single most important piece of the entire strategy here that we're going to engage, which is our funnel, right? Our selling system, our selling machine. Now, what requires? So here's what I'm looking for. After you guys, I've been doing this for 11 years now, right? And again, I know what it's like to not have money, and I know what it's like to be, pretty independent financially, right? And I can tell you, being financially independent feels a whole lot better. The way you get there as an affiliate, as a marketer, is by understanding and doing certain things in a certain way. Certain things in a certain way. Write that down.
The way that's said. Very well done.
Right. Again, so here's what I'm looking for in a selling, the ultimate selling funnel. Okay. Very important, my friend. If you're promoting anything, how did I step into an affiliate marketing industry and crushed it? Okay, and network marketing and set the world's record. Not because I'm somebody smarter, but because I understand the principles. Here is what a strategic funnel needs to have. Okay, these are musts in my book. It must have what I call a zero resistance point of entry. Okay, basically, when you're getting traffic, the diagram I showed you, when you're getting traffic, instead of getting traffic to a sales page, and the sales page basically tells people, hey, buy this, buy this, buy this, there is a resistance. You have to convince a visitor, right, to buy something. That's why they're not buying, most of them. Okay, if I put them through a strategically created funnel, which we'll do together. Don't worry. I'm just explaining to you the concept so you understand it. We'll do it together. The selling system, if done properly, will have a zero resistance point of entry. Okay? I want to create something called pull marketing, not push marketing. Most marketers, this is huge. Most marketers have something called push type marketing approach, right? They're trying to push stuff on their visitors, and they're going to email them 50 times a day until they buy something or unsubscribe. I don't want to do that. How can I how can I be the magnet? You know what I'm saying, Mark? How can I get people to literally be, attracted to what I have? So it's important. Number two, the funnel must engage a visitor and create, like I already said, a pull type effect, right? We'll do that together. It must be an amazing selling machine. So in other words, I don't want to do all this selling myself. I don't want to be convincing people or talking to people. I want the system to do the selling for me, and something I call it sell without selling. Okay? Very, very important. It creates very, very easy flow. An ultimate funnel for me, it must incorporate multiple streams of income, of revenue, right? The more the better. And they all have to be put together in a strategic and synergistic way. So if I'm selling, apples, I don't want to be selling apples and shoes. It doesn't make sense, right? If I'm promoting an online product, everything that I'm promoting within that funnel, the way that system is created, listen up, my friend, right? You just stay with us here. It needs to be relevant, and it needs to make sense, and it needs to be something that people need, okay? So it needs to be really, really put together in a really cool way. So how do you put that together, right? How can you go about building this funnel now that you have the concept? So there's different ways to do it. You can hire a developer, right? It can be pretty expensive. I don't recommend that to anybody, quite honestly, until you Jason McLean level, right? To where you can do that kind of stuff. Very, very few people can do this because it can get pretty spendy. You can do it yourself. I got no idea how to code a website, nor do I care, right? I don't need that. Jason, you know how to do that because you're Jason.
I got a capital J.
That's it, right? But, if you know how, listen, if you know how to do this yourself, by all means go for it, right? Just take what I showed you and engineer it, right? I don't want to do that. It takes too much time, too much work. I can get myself a custom funnel builder system, but there's plenty of them out there. They range anywhere from $197 a month up to $1,000 a month. And, if I understand the concepts, I can probably put it together, right? Great. I can also use, and this is what we're going to do for this particular, what we're doing here together, is we're going to use a custom funnel builder, which in my opinion is the best one that's out there. It's called Site Suite. We built it, and we built it for an entrepreneur, right? And we're entrepreneurs. So we were looking at everything that was available out there. We said, what's the best thing that's out there? We took the best platform, we made it our own, and then we built on it. And so we created what we call the best funnel builder that have ever been created. And it is available to our HTA Elite members. You guys, when you signed up for Project Breakthrough, you automatically became members of N.I.T.Academy for free, okay? You same thing, my friend. So when you created an account to Project Breakthrough, you have an account in N.I.T.Academy, which is our academy. That's where we teach traffic and we teach conversions, and that's we have plenty of products there. We'll talk about it later. There is a service